Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I wanted to do a current favorites. I know I haven't done a Friday favorites in a while, so I thought it's a good time to go ahead and do a current favorites instead of doing a Friday favorites. I wanted to tell you that, guys, the things that I've been loving for the past bit. So first of all, I want to start with my coffee cup, which is a really strange favorite, but it is my favorite. This is a Yeti cup. I have the Yeti big one, and then now I have the small one, or this is like, I don't even know how many ounces this is. But when I do the Keurig thing, I'm able to put 2 cups of coffee in here, so it works out perfectly for me to take with me to work in the mornings. I love this thing. It keeps my coffee nice and hot. I love it. And then the top to it itself, to clean it, the little spout is actually magnetized, so you can take that off so it cleans easily. I love my Yeti, and of course it's the Tiffany blue. I love Tiffany blue. I would love to paint my room Tiffany blue, but it just wouldn't match the carpet. The next favorite is something that's sitting right behind me, and it's decorating for fall and Halloween. And this is typically sitting behind me, but you guys probably haven't seen it on because I don't know if you could hear it or not, but it is a little bit noisy. It makes like a little bit of a crackling sound. So I don't typically put it on during filming because it's a little noisy, but when I'm not filming, it's on. All of my Halloween stuff is up and I'm decorated for fall. I love decorating for different holidays. That's just one of my favorite things to do. The next odd favorite before we get into all the beauty favorites is Haute Look. I have been loving Haute Look. I have found so many amazing deals on there. I found a pair of jeans that were supposed to be like 90 bucks on there for like $8, guys, like $8. That is crazy. So I have been loving Haute Look. I'm going to leave a link below. If you've never checked out Haute Look before, you totally should. You can find makeup on there. You can find shoes. You can find purses. You can find clothing. Everything at a discounted price. It's all of Nordstrom's items that they put onto there at discounted prices. I am in total love with Haute Look. I have bought so many things from there recently. I am just obsessed with buying things from Haute Look because I love shopping there. The next thing, now let's get on to some beauty favorites. So the first thing is a perfume. This is the Kate Spade, the Live Colorfully perfume. I was going to say New York perfume. It's not the New York, it's Kate Spade New York. And it's her Live Colorfully perfume. I have been truly loving this. I'm going through like a lot of my perfumes like a fiend lately. I've gone through 2 recently. I went through my Ariana Grande, and then I just went through another perfume, which is the Bethany Moto one, the one that they used to sell at Aeropostale. And I feel like I'm going to go through this one pretty quickly too, because I am going crazy with perfumes. I don't know. I'm finally getting to a point where I'm like, you know what? Just go through these perfumes, figure out which ones you truly love, and wear them. Wear them before they go bad. This is one that I've been truly loving. I love the way it smells. It's got a very beautiful, pleasant smell to it. It just smells so good and girly. If you've ever smelled this before, then you know what I mean. It just has a beautiful, girly scent. I love it. The next thing is something that I have done a couple different makeup looks with. I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today. It is the Kat Von D Saint and Center palette. I know a lot of people are confused by this palette because of her layout that she did on it. I think the packaging to this, first of all, is gorgeous. The packaging is just spectacular. But the layout, I know a lot of people were confused by because she kind of did like it kind of randomly in here. But there's a reason behind it. It's because she's trying to make it look like stained glass mirrors, and stained glass mirrors aren't all one color. They're all like scattered. So I know for me, I have been finding it to be fun to play with because I feel like I kind of think outside of the box versus where a palette's typically laid out for you nice and easy and you're just like, okay, I'll do these and this and that. This one here, you gotta have to think a little bit before you do your looks, which makes you feel a little bit more creative. I feel like it sparks creativity. So I have been loving this palette. I have worn it so many times already. Honestly, I wear it a lot. I'm wearing it, like I said, on my eyes today. I've done a purple look. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see my purple look I did. I did the deep dark purple. I did a little bit of this one here, which is Exorcism. I did Rosary, and I did Worship. So they're all 3 on my eyes. I love this palette. I think it's just extraordinarily good. So if you have not checked this palette out yet and you were thinking about it, I totally recommend it. I think there's nothing wrong with this palette whatsoever. All the shadows blend easily. They have good pigmentation that they wear for a long time. So I just think this palette is totally worth picking up if you were thinking about it. Definitely put it in your basket before the VIB sale is coming up. I will have a VIB sale recommendations soon. So I will start working on getting everything gathered up for you guys so I can tell you guys things that I feel like you guys should maybe look at during the VIB sale, because if you're going to save between 10 and 20%, why not do it then and get some things that you were thinking about getting or things that maybe you didn't even think of. So the next thing is the Hourglass palette. It is the Hourglass. Where'd it go? I have 2 Hourglass palettes sitting here and the one is not there. Where'd it go? You guys know I'm like all over the place lately. That is not it. Oh my gosh, here it is. I have a mess. My room is a disaster. So it's the Hourglass. This is the Ambient Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette. So of course it looks really, really fingerprinted right now. It needs to be wiped down, which is one unfortunate thing about it, is that you do have to wipe it down constantly if you want to keep it clean. If you're someone who doesn't like those fingerprints, just keep a little cloth near you and it wipes off nice and clean. So it's not that big of a deal. But this is a beautiful palette. I love all the colors in here. I don't think there's one color in here I can specifically say that I love more than the other. I really love this on my cheeks. I love that it doesn't accentuate my pores. It just looks gorgeous on. I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing the peach, or not peach, but the pinky shade right here. I don't even know the names of them still, honestly. I have never figured them all out. I know they have the names on the back of here, but I'm not sure if they line up correctly or not. I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. So I think the pink one is Lucent Strobe Light, but I'm not positive. So this is the palette that I have truly been loving though for highlight. I think it's beautiful. You can use it on your cheeks. You can use it down your nose. You can use it for your cupid's bow. You can use it for your inner corner highlight. You can use it for your brow bone highlight. I mean, you can highlight whatever you want to. You can highlight your collarbone. Whatever you want to highlight with this palette, I just think it looks beautiful on. I love that they have the 3 different tones in here. So if you are more lean towards more of one of the tones than the other, but honestly I feel like you could use all of these. I don't feel like there's one specific one that I feel like you need to use for a certain skin tone. I am more like yellow toned, like my base is more yellow, but I can use the pink, I can use the gold, I can use the bronze. All 3 of these I can use, and they blend beautifully. They almost look like your skin is just wet. I love this palette. Absolutely love it. Totally worth it in my opinion. The next thing is the Fenty Beauty, the Gloss Bomb. This stuff is so good. I know it's honestly just a gloss, but I just threw it on the floor. Of course. Hang on, guys. Okay. Sorry. So this is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. I love this. I love how it makes your lips look very full and very, I don't know, it just makes your lips look luscious, and that's what I'm really going for right now. I'm sick of the matte trend. I don't think many people are doing the matte trend anymore, honestly. So you just put a little of this on and look. Oh gosh. And it's so hydrating almost. It feels very, very hydrating on your lips. Just putting it on though, it makes my lips feel good, like hydrated, but it also just tastes good a little bit, and then it just smells good. I think everything about this is absolutely amazing. If you haven't checked this out yet, I totally recommend this as well. I haven't checked out her eyeshadow palette. I thought about checking it out, but honestly, I'm like, do I really need it? I have like a boatload of eyeshadow palettes to go through with you guys. So I've already been testing some of these out, but I haven't gone through and showed you guys a lot of these because there's just so much. I've got too many to handle right now. So I'm not sure I'm going to get the Fenty Beauty one, but if I do, then I will definitely share it with you guys. The next thing that I have been loving is the Urban Decay, the Naked Skin Concealer. You guys know this is my favorite concealer. I love this concealer. I used to like the NARS, the Creamy Radiant Concealer, but that one for some reason kind of stopped working for me. I feel like that one just doesn't work as well as it used to. I'm like, what is wrong with this? Every time I put it on now, I feel like it creases under my eyes really, really bad. So I'm like, is there something I'm doing wrong with it? I don't know. Or maybe it's because I'm getting older. I have no idea. Or maybe it's just getting old. The product itself might be getting old. But this here has never failed me. I love this concealer. I think it's absolutely amazing. It is on sale right now at Ulta for like $14. So if you have your 20% off coupon and you haven't used it yet, that's going to take it down to like $11. So I'd recommend picking it up, adding it to your cart with whatever you're getting. If you are interested in this, or if it's something that you love as well, I would definitely pick it up at Ulta while it's on sale, because that's a good deal. 14 bucks. And if you can take it down to around 10 bucks or 11 bucks, then that makes it almost drugstore pricing. So totally recommend. The next and last thing that I have been loving is my Hourglass palette. This is the other one. This is the Ambient, oh, what is it called? Ambient Lighting Palette. So here's what it looks like. I have been using this like all over as setting powder, but recently I started using it for setting under my eyes. I'm completely out of my It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, which makes me really sad, but I've ordered another one, so hopefully it should be here very, very soon. But this I did use to set under my eyes. I'm not sure if I totally love it for that, but as far as setting my whole face as like a finishing powder, I love the way it makes my skin look. It gives it such a luminescent look. It makes my skin almost look like it's glowing, but not like that Edward Cullen's glow. So you don't look like you're going to go out and sparkle in the sunlight or anything like that. You just have this very beautiful, almost kind of a glow from within if you use it as a finishing powder. I love this. I used to always use it as a highlight, and I'm like, wait a minute. I had heard so many people say that they used it as a finishing powder, and I was like, why don't I try that? And I tried it several times, and I'm like, whoa, this stuff is really, really good as a finishing powder. I love it. I don't like it as more of like a setting powder for under my eyes, but I do love it as a finishing powder. So like after you've done all your other makeup and everything like that, just dust this over your face. It just looks gorgeous onto your skin. It makes your skin look luminescent, and then especially if you have dry skin like I do, it's hard sometimes because your skin will so often look very dull and drab, and this makes your skin just look like it comes to life, and I love the way it makes my skin look. So highly recommend this as well. I'm not sure if this... Hey guys, sorry about that. My memory card was full, so I went ahead and grabbed another memory card so we can finish this up. I was just saying how Ulta, I wish they carried Hourglass because I prefer Ulta's point system versus Sephora's, but you know, that's another story. But I was just saying I really do love both of these Hourglass palettes. So if you were considering getting either one of these, I think they're both excellent. They're very, I don't know, I feel like they're very sleek and sophisticated looking. They do get very fingerprinted, so I mean, just be warned of that because but it wipes off really easy, so it's not that huge of a deal. Just take a little microfiber cloth and wipe them off and you're good to go. But those are everything. That is everything that I have been loving. Those are everything. I sound really intelligent there, didn't I? So that is everything that I have been loving for the past little bit. It's not a whole lot, but it's things that I know I've used consistently enough that I can tell you guys for sure that they're totally worth it. The only other thing that I could totally add in is the Tarte palette. It's the Tarte Bazaar palette. But I told you guys I did a little review on this recently. I don't know if it's up yet, but I've done a review and I'm letting you know that if you have the other Tarte palette from last year, I don't think you need this one, to be honest with you. So I love it, but I don't think it's necessary. I feel like they're very similar. This year's and last year's are super, super similar. So not something that I could say I totally love because I feel like I could have been fine by using last year's palette and not had this year's palette. I'm still loving it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that if you don't have last year's palette and you wanted this year's palette, you might want to get it. If you do have last year's palette, I don't think you need it. So anyway, I'd love to hear what things you have been loving for the past little bit. I know, like I said, I haven't done a Friday favorites in a while. So I'm trying to do my foundation Fridays, but honestly, those are really hard for me to do because I can get the foundation on in the morning, and then by the time that the evening comes around, I am so pooped that I forget that I need to record, hey, how did your makeup end up at the end of the day? I always forget to end the outro. So if you guys have any suggestions on how I can do that, maybe I can just show you guys the application and then maybe do a little insert at the bottom, tell you guys how it wore, because I keep forgetting to do the outro. I have tons of the intros where I'm showing you me putting the foundation on and then the finished makeup, but I keep forgetting the outros. If you have any suggestions, let me know because I'm like, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do about that because I am a tired mama when it comes to the evening. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions about any of the products I talked about today, and then also let me know if you have any favorites that you recommend that I check out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.